Like I got to set up.
Yes, you got to set up, got the legs crossed. I'm loving it, and we have been recording for the last 10 seconds. So we love,
Okay, perfect.
we love, we love not knowing. We love that. We love it.
Yes, it's a natural pose.
It's a natural pose, exactly. You just wake up like that. You just wake up pose. That's just how.
Pose.
That's how the world of
That's how I
lavender
go through my life.
works.
If only it was that easy, honestly.
I know, right? Honestly, oh, lavender. I don't even know what we're talking about today. On purpose. I did that on purpose because I want to be like thrown in the dark, but like I want it to be, at least for me, I want it to be as unprepared as possible because I just feel like I don't know, I just am able to receive things when I'm most not aware.
Fair.
Some
Hmm.
things.
Oh
But
goodness.
we mentioned, whoops,
Like
gotta
skipping
find it.
ahead.
I'm just like, I would write it down somewhere else other than my planner. I write everything in here,
Mm.
but this would be the
This
time
one
that,
time.
yes. So,
That's just how the
folks,
universe works.
hmm,
So that's just how the universe works.
that's exactly how the universe works. I've been getting more into just like spiritual, just kind of like farther and farther away from like the whole like religion aspect.
Yeah,
Like I
just like
just
the structure of it all.
exactly. I
Yeah, it's
can't. We were never supposed to. So I'm just like I just want to get to know my higher power just
hmm
better. Just get more in touch with just higher vibrations and energy, and by that I mean like
yes.
yeah, I want to attract the right things. And I want like my
hmm
energy to be able to receive that and my vibrations to be able to receive that. Because a part of vibrations
hmm
is, just joy, happiness, content. So I'm trying to get,
Yeah,
as just spiritually elevated and enlightened as possible.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I've been trying to go through this year, especially since one of my friends started a like astrology blog, and
Oh,
she's been writing
oh.
about the planets and everything, and all the moons and super moons.
Yeah.
It's been very good to like be able to follow what's going on in the
Mm-hmm.
stars and
Mm-hmm.
like understand that connection and like
Right.
understand the patterns of behavior that's been going on within
Right.
people and yourself.
I love that because that's the thing. It's like God is not just an earth God. He created the whole. It created the whole universe. Excuse me. He doesn't have gender. God doesn't have gender. So God created the whole universe. Like it's not gonna hurt for us to just learn the universe and learn its ways. It's not just there just to also be just there. It's just like I think we can learn
Right.
a lot from the universe. Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
as much as like society, like I guess I think our generation's doing a lot better, but like when you talk about like energies or vibrations, especially if someone's like super religious, they're gonna be like, no. And I'm just like, honestly, like, you ever just, I have the energy right now that you are not the person for me. just, there
Yes.
we go. It's just like tension, that's a form of energy. So it's just like we acknowledge it in society, we just argue over the name for it or the names for
Yes.
it. You know? Just
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry if you can hear the dogs barking in the back.
oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's why I had to move to another room because my birds, they make all the noise in the world when they hear an unfamiliar voice. All the noise in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
My dad just got home, so that's why they're going crazy.
do they need to join us? Is that what's the because this is video? Oh, shut up. You
They are
said
not those
no
kind of
really fast.
dogs. They are not those kind of dogs.
I love how you just said no instantly. That is too funny. Okay.
I love them so much, but they
Yeah.
can't come in my room like that.
Same. My birds too. I had to fuss at them
Hmm.
today. I love them to
Mm.
death, but there's the one bird. He's like the baby. He's the youngest. He is the
Yeah.
loudest. He is. I mean, all in my ear. My
Oh.
ear started ringing. I had to like raise my voice a little bit, and I
Hmm.
was like, hey, it's just like,
Let him know it's
do
not
your thing.
appropriate.
Yeah, I was like, it's way too early for this. I was like, I literally just woke up. And by just woke up, I mean like, 3 hours ago. But, to be dramatic, I'm just like, I just woke up, like,
Yes, like I haven't done much since since I've actually opened my
exactly.
eyes.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Me.
So I'm just
Me.
like, wait another 4 hours for that. And then wait another 4 hours, and
Mhm.
then you can make all the noise in the world when I'm
Exactly.
ready. Okay, so I found out what we were gonna talk about.
Okay.
Because I'm sure this topic can go any and everywhere. But is love, or excuse me, love is a prison. And
Oh yeah.
before we get into that, I just do want to recognize we don't have to do an intro because I'm literally going to release your episodes back to back. So it's literally going to be
Okay.
part one, part two. Boom. Yeah.
Bingo.
So this is just
Gosh.
continuation, folks. We're in different
Hi, welcome back.
clothes. Yes, we're in different clothes from
Setting
the
this
first
up.
part because we totally entered a time machine and the color was lavender, and we love it. We love
You're
lavender.
too much. Because the first
Oh.
time we recorded, I was like, I had technical difficulties both times, you
Mm-hmm.
guys,
Oh yeah, that
for some
was.
reason.
Okay, I think it
And
was
so
my
I was
time
just
this
sitting in my
time.
bed.
I think yours was
But it's
alright.
but either way, like we're still
I can't stand her.
so
Yes.
it is so
Do you
get
live
a
in
little bit
Texas
of
still?
whatever. I do.
Okay, what part?
Like the South Side. I'm still
Okay,
at home.
okay, gotcha. So near Ridgepoint, is that where you went to?
Closer to Elkins. But yes, I
Oh,
did go to Ridgepoint.
oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, I'm inviting you and your mans to my graduation. Yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
be in
when?
Lamar.
Where?
Lamar.
Oh, Lamar.
Yes, where we met. Where
Okay.
we met, guys. Yes.
Yes.
Lavender, you
Oh,
just
I'm
bring out
so
all the
excited.
fabulousness in me.
I feel like you do the same with me. Like talking to you just gets me like the energy.
I was just about to say
It's
that. I was
high
gonna
right
say
now.
our energies, like,
The energy is high right now.
yes, I'm here for it. And that's what I'm trying to like continue. Cause like I'm really just like, locking down and just like focusing. So like almost every day, and I learned that consistency doesn't mean necessarily every single day. And I'm just like, okay, I needed to hear that because I'd be feeling bad when I don't say
Yes.
my affirmations every single day. I like say it like 4 days in a row and then like I miss a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And then you
today.
get hard
Today
on
is
yourself.
hmm.
But I said, and then you get hard on yourself. But then you
Yes.
realize like it's not always the case. But continue.
Yes. Oh no, you pretty much just preached exactly what I was gonna say. I
And I don't want to cut you off.
It's the energies. It's the energies. We get it. We get it. We get
Okay,
it.
okay, guys.
I
Josiah's sister.
yes. Yeah, so like every day at 4:49 p.m. every day, I say affirmations. And I don't know why it's 4:49. I was like, "Oh, I want to be different." So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I want to utilize the numbers that aren't 0 and 5. So I'm just like,
I
they
like
matter
that.
too. Yeah, we love that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like say some affirmations. Also, okay, because I know we're about to go in the topic is love or prison. I'm gonna let you take the lead in that, but if it does come to a point where the segue, because I wanted to tell you about that guy that I told you about last time.
Hmm. Okay, but you wanna find a way to like
If it
bring
does,
it in
if
if
it
it
does,
happens.
if not, I'm just gonna tell you right
Yes. Okay.
after the podcast. Okay. So is love a prison? That's what we'll be talking about today, folks. Love is a prison. What
Besides
does
all
that
the
look
other
like?
things.
Oh, go for it. It's whatever. It's your topic. It's your episode.
I uh, I kind of remember why I picked
Mm,
Love is a Prison with like the nuclear family
mm-hmm.
because
Sorry, one
like
second. Okay, we good. I had to
yeah,
turn the fan on.
yeah.
Continue.
Uh yeah, because when you think about the nuclear family again, some could say that like that analogy fits because like they feel like they're stuck or they are
Mm-hmm.
stuck in this role, right? But speaking of like heterosexual love or relationships,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
history
Right, right.
has has history.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it's taught about that, like, oh, this is what's always been. And I'm like, actually, no, it's been other things. We just don't get taught that part in history class.
yes,
Yes, we don't get
and
taught that part.
like I wonder what the outcome would be if
Mm-hmm.
some of the classes in school in elementary were emotions based
Mm-hmm.
or like
You said what based?
emotion
Oh,
emotion based,
yeah.
you know
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because people can get themselves into relationships and like feel like they're stuck and feel like it's prison, but just because that's all that you've seen and maybe known doesn't mean that that's all that there is, you know
You better preach. Preach to my soul. Preach
yes,
to
and
my
I
soul.
I feel like there is I don't know about like soulmates, yes and no. It's like I do believe in them, but I don't think it's just like one person who you're
Right.
romantically
Mm-hmm.
involved with. Like you can have a couple, a few, just like
Right. There better be, yes.
yeah.
There better be, yes. Cause like,
Yeah, so
go ahead,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I saw on Instagram the other day that analogy, or was it Instagram? I don't know. Whatever it was something about like being in tune with, just being more just spiritually enlightened, being more one with your higher power. Um,
Mhm,
or, or at least the awareness. I don't know, whatever it was. But it was so random, but it was so random, this aspect that I'm about to say. It used that statement, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and then it was also saying, like, right under that, and it's just like once you start to like learn more, heal more, you will see that not every fish in the sea is worth catching, you know? Because
yes.
the word fish it's a very broad term. We got the poisonous fish. I don't know what they're called, but we got that. We got gosh, man, we got we got those
Deadly
dead.
fish.
Yes, we got
Yeah, fish that eat
piranhas.
other fish.
Yeah.
What? Saying there's
No,
cannibals in the sea? No.
seriously. That's why I'm just like,
There's cannibals in these streets.
there's yes, yes, and they know it too. They don't care. They're like, yes, they're. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
and you got piranhas as well. They just like one of the cannibals. They just
piranhas.
rip everything up. They're just
Yes.
everything. Doesn't
To
matter.
shreds. Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
So
So
yeah, no, we don't want every fish.
we don't want
Any
every
fish.
fish. I'm gonna start being more specific with my with that statement. I never fully agree with
Mhm.
that statement. It just never sit right with me. It just never sat
Right.
right with me. It just never did. Plenty of fish in the sea. One, I'm like, where they're at. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, where are they? And then two, when I started to finally come across them, I'm just like, okay, so that's a piranha, that's a poisonous fish, that's a hybrid of the two. That's a
Mhm.
poisonous
Mhm.
piranha fish. That's with some
Yeah.
electric eel in there, got some
That's something
shark.
I'd never seen before.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm just like, I'm gonna start being more specific. I'm gonna need me a fine male beta fish.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beta fishes are
They are
cute.
so cute, right? And it's just like,
I like that.
I'm gonna need me a fine male beta fish. Yes, I
Hmm.
don't. All the other ones, I'm like, can't trust it.
No, no food for you. No food
But
for you here.
you want to know what's super cool? Which what would also be like a cool talking point is like love is a prison, and also love can be a palace. Love
Mm.
is a palace. It
Mm.
We love that.
Yes.
That brings me to, healthy romantic relationships. Not perfect, but healthy. There is a difference. There's a
I
difference.
love that. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would be sitting here lying if I'm not mentioning. I mean that I'm not saying this in Sorry, let me rephrase my words. That's what I get for being scandalous. I would be lying if I said that a part of what I just said, I'm wanting to throw at someone and just be like, I don't know, this statement sounds pretty good. And I'm totally going to send them this podcast after it airs. But at the same time, I do have my
Hmm.
dignity, so I'm not about to beg. I'm just simply going to present. It's honestly,
Yes.
okay, I guess we can get into it because I definitely feel like I'm putting myself in prison in the name of love.
Mm.
So that
And we
guy that I
do this
told you about,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yes. We do it sometimes, but
we do it
let's go.
sometimes. And that's the thing. I thought I thought I learned from this. I have not had a genuine like crush on someone in a long time. Because
Hmm.
I thought like, and I'm not saying having a crush on someone is unhealthy. I just know for me, I've always experienced it when it's towards an unhealthy person. So
Yeah.
me and my healing journey, I can like a guy, but like that crush feeling, that like delusional, giddy high school, middle school crush
Yeah.
feeling, that was always like dangerous to me. And years later, lo and behold, guess who shows up at my door? That feeling,
Mm.
and oh, I let it in.
Oh,
I
right. Because you're open to love.
I am, and that's the thing. Like and that's the thing. I feel like having a crush on someone can be such a neutral thing. I just think it's like that experience that can make us perceive it as something other than
Um,
like if you've only been shown
yeah.
one way, of course you're gonna think that one way. It's just like that's
Right. Until you like change your perspective a little bit,
exactly.
then you can
So
like see.
I'm gonna need him, but at the same time, I also know I'm not gonna. I got dignity. I'm gonna need him to go ahead and acknowledge his fluidity and just see that I'm clearly the great. I'm great for him as his words
Yes.
his words would say as well. Honestly, I sound like such a high schooler falling for Prince Charming, tripping as I fall as well, willingly. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I'm still having a crush on him. That's all I'm saying. Because I was like, I have to communicate it with him. I was just like, I have not had a crush in a long time. Like, I've liked guys, but I have not had a crush. That's like different.
Right.
It just, yeah.
Right.
So, and it kept getting to me, and I was like, I'm delusional, and I'm gonna have to communicate with him and just say, this is what it is. Boom, this is what it is. I definitely got great responses.
That's
I will
good.
say that. Um, Now, I do want to mention, as I suck at texting as well, they suck at texting, and I don't have the guts enough to call him. I'm not about to do
That's
that.
fair. That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary. I'm not about to do that. I'm just not about to do
Mm-mm.
that. We're not close like that. I'm not about to do that. we're not close like that. I'm just like, oh no. But like
Yeah.
I've done it before though when I FaceTime someone or I called them and I was like, this is what the reality is. Um, but I'm just waiting for them to respond to this one last message. That way I can fully just really go into detail about things.
You can
Because
unload.
I told them, you know, now I want to like really just get into detail so that I finally can like release and just like be released from this delusional, amazing, horrifying nightmare, all of
Yeah,
that stuff. Does it make sense? Like, I
it
need to get it off my
does.
chest fully. Like,
Yeah.
I've gotten half of it off my chest. That's not enough for me. I'm just like, no, I need to
Hmm.
fully get it off my chest. And I'm about to do it. Like, I'm about to do it.
I was just about to say, honestly, if he hasn't responded in like 12 hours, I would just send that message. Send the other half. Say your piece. You know he's gonna see it.
He's gonna see it. Yes, he's
He's
gonna see it.
going to see it.
He
So
texts
like
like
for
I
the
text, barely. Just suck at texting. But no, continue. I'm intrigued. I'm listening. Send that message on time.
yeah.
Okay.
Um I've had to get better at saying my piece and saying my feelings, you know?
Yes.
And
Yes.
especially like in the moment. I'm still working on in the moment, but
Yeah.
like eventually, soon
Mm-hmm.
after,
Yeah.
I'll try to get them out.
Mm.
But I feel like that's such an important
It is.
thing for a relationship, you
Mm.
know? And that can like make it either a prison or a palace,
Ooh.
you know?
You just
Because
throw
like,
that in there together so smoothly like
I
butter.
mean,
What up? What?
it's, it's like I've done this before or something.
No, I did not. I did not. Oh, you're a mess. I love it. I love it. But yes,
uh,
continue.
um, yeah, love our palace because what was I saying about? Oh, expressing emotions. I got it. So, uh, I feel like, well, from my experience, being like an anxiously attached person,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a lot of us already know what that means or
Right.
can
And if you
kind of pick
don't,
up.
just Google it, folks. Just literally Google it and
Yeah,
attachment styles. There's like four main ones, but
main
apparently there's
ones.
others. I was like, oh,
Well,
okay,
well, of course,
right.
there's always there's way more
There's
acronyms.
always that spectrum. It's yeah,
Yeah, it's long.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, in my experience, hold like when you hold your emotions in.
I'm writing this down. 1 second. I'm taking notes. You're giving the wisdom. I'm just gonna have to click it to
Oh
put it
goodness.
on this planner. So
Okay,
let me
I
go to
hope this doesn't
notes.
bring harm to anyone. But
You said what?
so I hope this doesn't bring harm to anyone for taking notes.
Shut up.
Allegedly, this is what happened to me.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that's right. I heard it was allegedly. That's right.
Yes, alleged. Okay. Um, holding your emotions in, that doesn't make them, I don't know, it may not be too much wisdom because, like, people can feel and they know that they don't really go away. They can
Hmm.
either manifest in other ways or they'll come out in like anger or betrayal or coldness, you know? So
Yeah.
it's hard to say in the moment, like how you feel if you've never been able to do that before. Like unless you're like a
Right.
securely attached person, then
Right.
obviously you're comfortable with expressing your emotions and
Hmm.
getting feedback, but someone who's anxious,
Right.
I wasn't really able to express my emotions and get the
Right.
feedback that I needed or
Hmm.
wanted. So I kind of just don't want to say it. I feel it,
Right.
but I just don't want to say it,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Mhm. Anxious
So
attachment styles. Anxious attachment styles.
where you at? Where you at? I bet it's so many people. I
Right. So
bet
many
it's so
people.
many people.
Exactly. Right. Right. The pros and cons that
So
come
many.
with it. Hmm.
Yeah. What are the
Mm.
pros? Let me know.
Say that again.
Let me know what the pros are. If you have any.
Okay, I actually have like a list. Now it's only like four on there that I wrote down. I have
Hey.
it somewhere in my other journal when I was writing down attachment styles. I think I'm finally like secure attachment. I think I
Yes, that's what we're
haven't
all trying to get to.
checked in like a year, but last time I checked, I was really, really, really close to it. And after this relationship that I just got out of, I'm just like, I'm so proud of all the hard work I put into myself and that my higher power did. I was like,
Yes.
both times they wanted to marry me, and I was like, and it wasn't that toxic type. It was just they were just like literally
Mhm.
these qualities we love. I don't know. I'm just like it really taught me a lot about myself. That's what I do love about like relationships and love and prison and in the palace. It's just like both
Yes.
places have like spaces to learn. You
Oh
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And both places can be fun. Let's
Yes.
not discount
That's true.
how fun prison can be sometimes.
Right. Listen, that
That's why we keep
toxic.
sometimes why we that's why we keep going back.
I know. I'm gonna throw a shoe at
It's
you.
kind of fun somewhere.
Yes. Yes. Folks, I know someone's related. I know most people have gotta be relating to this. I was like, let's be honest, we know a lot of times that toxic can be fun. It feels
Yeah.
fun. There we go. We regret it, but it feels
It
fun.
feels fun.
I eventually learned,
Yeah.
I would say like a couple years ago, that yes, was attracted to toxic. And I was just like, but that don't mean I
Yeah.
gotta like go for it. I was like,
Get down
honestly,
with the
like,
toxic. Yeah.
yeah. And so this guy that I just broke up with, um, he like our generation would consider the relationship boring.
Hmm.
Boring. Because there was no toxic. There was um
Yeah. No drama.
right. There was conflict, but there wasn't any drama.
Mhm.
Conflict is necessary,
Mhm.
it's healthy, it's going to happen, no one's perfect. And then that drama is
Yeah.
that purposely stirring it up because things get boring, that rush from the toxic. No,
Yeah.
our relationship was so boring. And the me like 4 years ago would have wanted something like that, but knew that I would be bored with it. But I really
Mhm.
learned to appreciate just the peace, the serenity, that came with it, just I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
like, yeah, and I was like, okay, like I love this. I love this. I love this. I don't
This
know if that
might be
makes
what I'm looking
sense.
for.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that makes sense. Does it make sense? I
It
hope it does.
does.
Okay, good.
It does.
You know what? You made me
Because
think of
like
something. Oh no, go finish. I'm not gonna
no.
forget. Okay.
Okay, okay. I think I was gonna say, yeah, each relationship, friendship and like romantic relationship, it's a chance to learn something
Yeah.
about yourself and what you want. Because
Mm,
like now you have this knowledge and this data. So like when you're interacting with new people, you already know how you don't want to be treated and how you do want to be treated,
mm-hmm.
you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. It can teach us, and that's the thing. Like, I learned so much about myself. I learned more so, I just got assurance in what I already knew or hoped for myself of like how I would be in
Yeah.
a relationship, and I was like, okay, I got that assurance that wow, I'm really patient. Like, I'm like, wow, I like
Hmm.
genuinely care. Like, I got to prove to myself as well that this isn't just fairy tale in my mind. I'm actually able to like see if the actions align with the fairy tale. And it
Yeah.
did. I'm really, really, really proud of myself. I've came a long
I
way
love
in my
that.
healing. We love that. We love to hear
I
it.
love that.
That's what you just said
Yes.
earlier is an advertisement soundbite. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down as well.
Oh, okay. Where
Boom.
are we on time?
Finally.
I don't know.
Finally, because your last episode, it was so hard. I had to give it to you. It was so hard. I was like, there's too many advertisement sound bites. I was like, I was stressing myself out. I was
It
like,
was good.
it's just perfect. Your episode was phenomenal. Um, Okay, so something that you made me think of doing. So I don't have the courage to call this person. I don't think it's in my
Hmm.
place. And then I also was
Fair.
thinking, I was like, if I'm gonna send a message, which I am, and you gave me the assurance, and I don't even care like what the response is. I know it's gonna be a good response. I'm gonna be honest with you, because the
Mhm.
response that I have gotten, great response. I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I can't fully just be content if I just don't
Hmm.
fully get to say what I want to say. You know what I mean? Like I said what I want to say, but
Yeah.
it's not fully. It's just scratching the surface. And I was like, nah, let's
Yeah.
get some substance in there.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I was like while you were speaking about it earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna send a text message, but I'm gonna be dramatic and I'm gonna do that late night text message. Just like I want them to wake up and see it. I'm hoping that they have background music in the
Yeah.
background while while they read it open. I want my inner Taylor Swift to come out. And I don't even like Taylor Swift, but I want the dramatics to be there if I'm really going to fully come through with
I'm
this.
here for this vision.
Aren't I a mess?
I'm here for it. Okay. Old Drake playing in the background on his Xbox. He rolls
Yes.
over, looks at his
Yes.
phone.
Listen, I just feel like those movies don't just belong in music videos, and I feel like those things don't just belong in music videos and movies. I'm like, why not?
I know. I want them in real life.
Yes, exactly. And it's just like, if I can make it happen, I can make it happen. Especially because, like, whether I get rejected or not, honestly, like, I'm at least gonna go out laughing.
Yes. Imagine if you could send a song. Oh, maybe you can't. Like sending a song with a text message. So it's like, play this while you read it.
Shut the hell up. You know what? This is what I am gonna do, though. This is what I am. You want to know what I am gonna do, though? What I did think about?
What are you gonna do?
I was like, I can
Please.
do a compromise because I do like to push myself, but I don't like to push myself too hard to where it, can like not be good for me. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
can do it in between. I will send a voice message over text.
That's perfect.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
it's challenging enough, but it's not like too challenging to where it's not going to produce anything. It's not going to produce any growth in me. It's not going to help me. It's going to harm me. If I over if I do something over my boundaries as of this moment, like I want to push the boundaries for myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to like
Like
just
bulldoze them. Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
blow it up. We don't want to blow it up. We want to ease. We want to take our bricks off. We want to decrease boundaries and learn courage, while also not
Yes.
causing chaos internally. Because chaos internally, it's probably inevitable, but it's like we can lessen the impact if we do things within our boundaries while challenging those boundaries.
Wow.
Wow.
I really like that, what you said about boundaries. And also that little part that you said at first was like, um, so you can have like maybe less boundaries and more courage or something like that.
Yes.
Like, that sounds like something that a securely attached person would say
I can't
because
stand you.
having the courage.
I miss you. Shut up. I miss you. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to
I
just
miss you
hug you. Oh my
too.
god. I miss you so much. Thank
I
you.
cannot wait till you're back in Texas. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh. You
gosh.
are too funny. This is like Lavender, I just our conversations are podcasts, okay? They just are. I feel like we're not even on a podcast. We're just having our
No,
usual
we're
girl time.
talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Really just.
This is literally it. The only
This is
difference
us.
is exactly. The only difference is we're doing it pandemic style by being online. And
That's so true.
that is so true, isn't it? Honestly,
Never forget.
honestly, the pandemic, I don't think I ever would have I don't think I ever would have started the podcast if the pandemic didn't like enlighten me to like online. And that well, now trust me, I cannot stand um going to class online. I mean, obviously the perks is I can
Mm,
just wake up last minute, get half dressed,
yeah,
and
and
then
just like turn on your computer.
exactly, and then turn that
Yeah.
camera button right off so that I can do something
And
else.
mute.
And yes, and but I mean, I'm able to do the because I ain't got a car. I don't have a car right now. I had to sell it. I sold
Hmm.
it when I started grad school. You know,
Yeah.
mm, I don't want to say I didn't regret the decision, but I would change it. But I don't want to necessarily say I
Mhm.
regretted it. Honestly, I don't
Mhm.
know. It teaches me not having something that you used to have. It's teaching me like it's really humbling.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
I can
if I'm
see
being
that.
vulnerable, I for like a couple years I was like very comfortable financially for myself
Mhm.
as an independent boss. Bitch.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
comfortable for myself. Now I am so broke, it's not even funny. I have $1.52, $1.53 in my account right now. I am so broke. And
Oh,
let me tell you,
babes.
tuition is not my friend, but I'm hoping that degree will be my friend when it comes to getting a job. But that's the thing. People don't have to have
Yeah.
a degree to make money.
Many.
I'm only doing this because of my own personal goals. My own personal
Yeah.
goal. Um,
And I
but
think you should absolutely do that
yeah,
because, like, when you do get to make that money, it'll be most likely a lot more fulfilling than just
yes,
like,
yes,
no shame on electricians. I'm just saying something like random, you
right,
know, like
yes,
I shouldn't even say electricians. Just
yeah,
should have said something random.
yeah. I mean,
But
well, that is so true. It will honestly be so much more fulfilling. And ooh, just feeling it, it will definitely be so much more fulfilling. Because right now it just seems
mhm.
impossible. It just feels impossible. I've forgotten what it feels like to like have like money. I've forgotten what it feels like. Now I wasn't like rich. Me personally, I wasn't like rich, but like I was
Yeah,
comfortable. For
right.
like
Just having, yeah,
yeah,
some security.
for someone who was like tuition was like beating my ass. I was like fairly comfortable, content. And then all of a
Hmm.
sudden it just goes downhill, and I was like, oh,
Mm,
but um, am I thankful that it happened? No. Am I grateful? Yeah,
no.
because I
Yeah.
got to learn humbleness, and I would say I wasn't necessarily not humble. I'm just even more humble now, and I always
Yeah.
loved like just paying for random people at the drive-through. Um, but now
Hmm.
it's going to be much more of a selfless act than a self-centered act because it started to become that. It started.
Started to become self-centered, like you wanted
Yeah,
the possible good karma that could come from it.
not necessarily the karma. It's just that I don't. What's the point of like? At least for me, this is me. For
Hmm.
me, I'm like, what's the point of me giving if I'm really just doing it for myself? It's kind of like I'm more so taking
Hmm.
than giving. I'm just taking the dopamine hit, or I'm just taking the just feeling good about myself, in the moment. And I'm just like, at least for me,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's bad to have. It was bad for me because that's what it started to only be. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
either or, it was just the self-centered side. It was no selfish and self-centered. It was none of that. And
Mm.
that's when I was like,
It
okay,
was all.
yeah. So here we are. We're
That's
here. We're humble.
interesting. Okay, living and still thriving as humble
Yes.
queens.
Exactly. Exactly. Welcome to the
Right.
queendom. Yes. Welcome to the queendom. You know.
Yes, and as you guys heard and can hear, I still live at home with my father and his
Yes.
dogs.
Oh,
So,
those bad dogs. Those dogs were barking.
oh my gosh, and he encourages it. And I'm like,
Oh
why
no.
would you do that? Why would you do that?
Said he encourages
I
it.
don't,
Stop. What?
I have feelings. I have feelings about how he handles those dogs. And that is, we can talk about that offline maybe.
Oh yeah, we
It's,
can. Lavender, it's already 41 minutes. There's no way time went by that fast. See, that's the thing.
you're
When you're having a,
joking.
I know, right? When you're having a great time, that's when time wants to speed up. But when it's like not the best time, time like gets
Right.
slow. And I'm like,
When
flip
you're
that.
when you're bored,
Mm-hmm.
time just wants to take its merry own
Just want,
time.
yeah, right. It's just like, haha, I put the pun in the pun. I'm time. I can take my sweet time. You know, and I'm just like, take your sweet time when something great is occurring. When we're enjoying the moment, go as slow as possible. I promise we won't be upset. Go
Yes.
fast when it's horrible. It's just like,
Yes. Oh my gosh. One really
yes,
quick point.
go for it. We got
I
time. We got
have
20 minutes.
just on that. My little brother, he is not little anymore. He is big. He
Okay.
is, what
Big
is he?
little
He's like
brother.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, big little brother. Yeah. He's 22 now. And ever since we were kids, I will say he has been money oriented.
Oh,
He's been a hustler. He's always had money of his own, some way, somehow.
yes.
I remember specifically just because I think it's funny. Gosh, I was 5 and he was like 3. We were at a family trip to SeaWorld.
Oh, SeaWorld.
We're, we were walking through the parking lot, right? Like when we didn't know all the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Walking through the parking lot. Why does this 3-year-old find $100 bill on the ground in the parking lot?
Wait. Wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
real.
What?
And my parents let him keep it.
Can't stand you.
My parents let him keep it.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
gosh. I mean,
what is he going to do with that?
what? He just attracts money, huh?
He does.
That's what I speak in my
Always.
affirmations. I say I attract money. I attract wealth. I attract
Yes.
richness. That's what I say that in my. You know what's really cool? People who like work like after like football games or like big events, and they're cleaning
Hmm.
up. They find
Oh, I
so much
bet.
money
Oh,
left
just
over.
from wallets. I bet they find wallets too. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. They were like, I'm taking that cash. That's what people are like.
Okay.
That's what people are
Hey,
like.
there's
They're
a
just
random
like,
wallet.
right? That's exactly what people do. They're like, I'm taking that cash. Just like, I'll be good
All
enough
right.
person to give you the credit card back, but they're like, they're gonna take that cash. But
Yeah. Yeah. If you got more than 120, okay.
the thing is, like,
JK guys. JK guys, don't steal.
I know, right? Yeah, don't steal. The thing is, like, if I find a credit or debit card on the ground, I'm probably gonna like mail it to that person. Now, if I find
Oh.
cash on the ground and no one's around, because this has happened before, I'm taking the cash. If no one's around and if
Yeah.
they're not like close to it, I'm like, if like, I will ask someone if they are close to it.
Right. Like, if
Right,
this is could possibly be yours,
right,
is this yours?
right.
And
I
if
don't tell them the
it's
amount
no,
first because I'm like, they might not
mm-mm,
have it and they might just be trying to take it. But yeah, I've
hmm
done that before. I remember this one lady, she kept walking away from me. I don't know why. This was in high school. It was like in the actual high school. And it was like $46 and I was like trying to give it to her. But She kept walking, so I happily ordered Pizza Hut when I got home. And I didn't even like Pizza Hut, but
Her,
what else was what else was I
her.
gonna do
That's
with that at
something.
that time? Who was thinking? I
You
wasn't
know,
thinking. But
you had to use your riches. I love that.
you want to know how much money extra he makes a month? My mom's friend who worked or at least worked at events,
Oh, yeah. How much
over 6,000 extra a month.
extra? What does you do if you make that?
Extra 6,000 extra a month just by picking up money that people have left. And I'm just like, well, it's 6,000 to 10,000, he said. But to be more dramatic, over 6,000. Now, I, are
Wow.
y'all hiring? Like, are y'all hiring?
No, bad. Where's the application? I don't want to just fill something online. I want to talk to somebody. Get me in contact.
Right,
Okay.
right, exactly. I was like,
So I love
no
going to a
problem.
game.
Hmm.
I said I love going to a game.
Oh, exactly. And you know what?
Yeah.
Next time, you know what I think I'm gonna do next time? You know what I think I'm gonna
What?
do? Whenever I get the money to go to a Houston Texans game, and I don't even know about football, I don't even know what's happening. I kind of just watch it for the American culture. I don't know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But when I get to that football game, I'm gonna stay after and I'm gonna walk the stands. That's what I'm gonna do. Somebody's left a 20.
Yes. Absolutely. I bet you find a lot more than just a 20. You probably
Oh,
find a phone,
1000%. Oh,
some
yeah.
shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only imagine.
He said that he makes at least 1,000 a week. He said one day he made in one day he worked like 2, 3 events. I don't know if that's legal to do. I don't know if they were overworking him, but he said he
Mm.
made $7,000 that day, and I was like, oh, can, remember that one time you owed me $7,000? I don't know you,
Yeah.
but go ahead and just send that
Yeah.
my way. I'm not gonna be upset at you for sending that my way. I'm not. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
obedient and receive gifts. It's about receiving
Yes.
gifts.
Yes. Because I remember saying that you wanted to give me $7,000.
Right. I totally remember
I
that.
remember that.
So
I remember that.
right, and I'm
Just
just
take my
like,
word.
yeah.
She's turning into a scam podcast.
Right. Exactly. Tune in next time to Lavender and Josiah's, the scammers, the
Scam
scammers of the
queens.
Apple Podcast, real
I bet
scammers of
scam
the
queens,
U.S. Hmm.
real scammers. I said, I bet scam, scam queens. I bet it's already taken as a podcast. That's a good name.
Yes. Yes, I feel like it is. We should totally look for it after. Oh my God.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. If they don't already, if the FBI hasn't already, like, arrested them, you should
Taken it.
totally
Yes.
look for them. Something, like,
Imagine.
you and I on Real Housewives, and like our like slogan is like we put the scam in scam queens. I don't know. We put the
Oh my
scam
gosh,
in
I
scammers.
wanna get into the Real Housewife universe
It's so toxic.
because,
Don't do it.
but I love that TV. Oh
You
my
know
gosh,
what?
because okay,
Go
because
for it.
listen, I watch and love Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, okay, okay. I haven't seen it, but
Do you watch it? Oh
no.
gosh. So I guess it's Lisa Vanderpump from Beverly Hills
Mm-hmm.
Housewives.
I do know
It's
of the
her.
name.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
It's her little spinoff. And I love this other show called Summer House, which
Mm-hmm.
also has a show called Winter House. It's all on that Bravo network.
Oh,
So like,
bravo. Yeah.
see,
Oh.
so I like the Bravo,
Yes. Okay.
and I've heard of like a lot of podcasts that kind of group all of those together, including like Love Island and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be able to like
You'll
listen to
like it.
the Housewives.
I
Okay.
go for it. I'm not like I got into it, and I wasn't really. I'm not. I wouldn't say I got into it, but the pandemic did just some horrible things. I didn't know what to do, so I started watching Real Housewives, and it's something that I always
Yeah.
knew about because it's Real Housewives. Everybody knows about it. You know, whether they watch it
Right.
or not, you will know about it. So it's
Yes.
like
Someone has said it.
I.
Or a meme.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was watching it. I started watching it um, when I was in Portland, living in hell. Um, Yes, I was like, I need something
Oh.
comforting in while I'm living in hell, Portland, and um, I turned on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was like, this is such nonsense, but it makes me feel bougie, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like
Yeah.
every time I get like really depressed, I will turn on some Real Housewives. I will
I
turn it
like
on.
that.
I will turn it on. I hate Real Housewives, but I will turn it on. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, that's on like Peacock Network. Okay, that's actually like really cool. I do
Hmm.
like that. I do like that.
I've
It's
seen
like
that.
other
Well, not
housewives from
seen
different
it, but
seasons coming together. So it's like,
oh, that sounds kind of cool.
yeah, so Atlanta's coming together with Beverly Hills, with New York, with New Jersey, and then Salt Lake City. What the heck is that? I'm sorry, that's just funny. I was like, Salt Lake City? Hmm? It's like
I
it's
bet
like
they
Atlanta,
have some of the
Utah.
crazy stuff because that's Mormon City.
Yes, yes, that was like the main like. I'm not gonna spoil it, but that was one of definitely with the Salt Lake City girls. There's two from every city, but Salt Lake City was on the last season of Ultimate Girls Trip, and literally that was like the only storyline carrying them.
I thought they were Mormons.
Yes, that she left the
Yeah.
Mormon church and that she wrote a book about. I don't know. They just made something argue about it. And I was like, you guys need a storyline so bad. But honestly, I'm here for it because I'm depressed,
I'm here for it all.
right? And I was
Just
like, I
make me
see why
feel
it's
something.
popular. Hmm.
I say, yeah, just to make you feel something, you
Yes,
know?
yes. It makes you feel so bougie. Like it really does. Like I'm
Hmm.
just like honestly, I could be a housewife. I wouldn't be upset at that.
Yes.
I wouldn't be upset. And that,
And
they're not even all
see,
wives anymore. They're like all divorced anyways.
divorce, right, I was gonna say
Real
real
ex-wives.
divorcees of
real, real ex-wives of X, Y, and Z, because only but two of them are married on each season. Everybody else is like divorced or
oh,
getting divorced. Storylines.
oh, also kind of random. And if anyone is like into reality TV, what network is it on? I think it can't be HBO. Dang, I forgot what network,
Say
but
the name
there
and I'll name it.
is um House of Ho.
I heard of that. I haven't seen it. I've heard about it like a couple times because I remember I was like, oh, that's an interesting name. I don't know what that's on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I watched it a while ago. It's about a Houston. It's a reality show about a Houston family, Asian family. They live in River Oaks,
Mm-hmm. What?
and
Right there? River
right
Oaks?
there,
Right there. Right down the
River
street.
Oaks.
Literally, right down
No,
the.
yes, not River Stone, River
Riverstone.
Oaks.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
in River Oaks, like
Okay.
center, not center of Houston, but like real Houston, not South Side.
Okay, gotcha. Houston, because
But
Houston's big.
yeah,
Yeah,
Houston is very big.
it's
It's like
big.
Houston, and then there's Houston, and then there's kind of
Yes.
Houston, you know?
Houston is bigger than the
So
state of Vermont. It's bigger than the state of New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Fun fact: Houston itself, and
Houston itself,
I was like, wow,
bigger than
we
some states.
love that. Everything's bigger in Texas. But yes, continue. House of Hope.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, House of Hope. Good reality show. If you're Texan from Houston, you'll recognize a lot of the places that they
Yeah.
go. It's kind of
Oh,
cool
okay.
to see like a different kind of version of it.
Yeah.
They don't like, they go to like, they go to some park and uh, it was something like a couple of restaurants where it's like, wow, so this is what it looks like when it's like closed down or like private event type thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Okay,
It was cool.
cool. I've always wanted to be in the background while someone's recording a reality show. I mean, I'm gonna be doing some wacky stuff. I have to.
Me
You're probably gonna kick me
too.
out, but like, right? I'm like, I have to. I have to. Just like, honestly, here's my
It's like
moment.
it's like just a slight low key, like not even a dream, because like I don't know, but like I want to be in the background of something.
You want to win the what?
I want to be in the background of something,
Okay.
of like a movie or something. Like I want to be in the background. I want to have like a here you go kind of like.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. You're there, you're present, and you make it
She's
royal.
just
That's how
there.
it is.
Yeah, three
Exactly.
seconds max on screen.
Yes. Everybody needs some lavender. Everybody need a dose of lavender. Um,
Oh no.
okay. Well, we're about to hit an hour, Queen, so I'm gonna end the
Oh,
recording so that I
okay.
don't have to pay extra. Because I don't pay it all.
Absolutely.
We don't want to give Google any more money than they already have because they have too much. They'll be fine. Cheating the system. What?
I was
Bye,
gonna say something, but
folks.
they're listening, so
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bye, folks. Tune in for whatever next episode will be. Part
yes.
two.
Bye. Thanks for having me, Josias.
Yes, Lavender will obviously be back for season 5.